Why do we have a 7-week mourning period for the students of Rabbi Akiva who passed away? There's nothing like it in the Jewish calendar. We have 1-day commemorations, and it's for much bigger events. Like the Churban Beis HaMikdash, the whole Beis HaMikdash was destroyed. How many Jews were killed there? It was horrid. 1 day. Okay, a 3-week period of mourning. But here you have a 7-week period of mourning for what seemed to be a specific event that occurred. Harsh, yes, 24,000 students died. But why do we have to do it every single year anew? And we don't listen to music, and we can't do so many things. We don't take haircuts, etc. And this is like a preparation for Matan Torah, for the giving of Torah. What's going on here? But see, when we delve into the story, we see how this is something so relevant to us in our lives today. Because Rabbi Akiva built a whole entire system of Torah. He was the most incredible person himself. He was a Baal Tshuva. And he built the greatest yeshiva ever. He had 24,000 students. That's really unbelievable. And then they all died. And Rabbi Akiva might have been despondent. But he didn't. See, what he realized was that what had happened is his whole way of thinking had died. Rabbi Akiva, the mentor, the teacher, had died in a sense together with his students. Instead of giving up as you would expect, he pushed himself through. He's like, Hashem, I know you're with me despite the challenge. It's so tough. I lost everything. And through that realization that Hashem did not leave you, Hashem is still with him, he was able to create 5 students who began a totally new beginning. Some people view death as an end. And when tragedy strikes, God forbid, or when there's trauma, divorce, abuse, etc., we lose it. And what's really going on is that as I mourn the loss of the previous existence that I was dreaming of, actually, at the exact same time, I'm counting the days of the Omer. We do 2 things together. We mourn the death of the students of Rabbi Akiva, and we count the Omer every single day, another day getting closer to Matan Torah. Just like Rabbi Zera, who was a great Amoira who moved from Babylon to Israel. And when he did, he fasted 100 fasts to forget the system of learning of the Babylonian Talmud to be able to rise to the superior way of learning of the Yerushalmi. And so each one of us, instead of looking at things as death, it's God calling you to a higher reality. After you sense that the death is not death, it's the beginning of a new birth. And tough as it is, so hard, so difficult to accept that, Rabbi Akiva accepted that. And as a result, he was able to rebuild. So it wasn't that 24,000 students just died. They moved and they gave way to a brand new system of learning of their teacher. And that created this new beginning of 5 students who began a new way of learning. So Rabbi Akiva created the whole system of the oral Torah through those 5 students. That's the goal. The goal is to realize that death is not death, it's the beginning of a new birth. And every time you lose it and it appears like Hashem is not with you, you say, Hashem, I know you're here, I know you're with me. You count the Omer, I'm counting towards Matan Torah despite my mourning for the death. And through that, you arrive at a brand new beginning. And you realize Hashem is with you, and he's just luring you to a higher way of connecting to him.